what do you like in karate? What is your fun?
Karate, as you know, for all of us, it's our life. I started karate since I was 5 years old. I love karate techniques, I love the basic, I love the power that we create from the Kihon. And I think it's one of the most important basics for the martial arts. It's very important. Now for the sport part, it's our it's our game. We do this since we were kids. The only thing that I don't like now with the new rules is that karate can be so strong in the sport part. So you can't grab with two hands. You must be very careful about the penalties. So the game is not so real. It's not so clear like before. So that's why you can see the top fighter to lose maybe from the first round. You know.
Did you prefer the karate 10 years ago than today?
That what I like from today is that your opponent don't take points from your own penalties, like from the touching. But that what I don't like is that you can grab with two hands. You don't have a time to grab just for 2-3 seconds to make a throw or something. You just have to do with one hand. Or a lot of times referees make mistakes in the penalties. So maybe they have to give penalty to the other, so they give to you, you know. So this is something that I don't like because it doesn't make the fight clear.
Kicking or punching?
Me, I was good in kicking before, but punching also is very important. I like punching too.
What is different from 10 years ago and today in your karate?
In my karate, I have to adapt new things because karate changes. And as you can see, karate changes every year. Every year is different game. If you put fighters from old generation to fight in this karate, it's totally different. It's going more to sport part. Before some years, I think that if you didn't have very good basics, you couldn't win a championship. Now, I think just if you are fast, or if you have big hands, or if you have fast hand, your front hand, for example, or something, maybe you can win a match. Because now I think referees don't look too much the technical part like before. Before I think it was more technical and more, I think karate was a little more strong.
How do you train today compared to 10 years ago?
Today also my training is totally different because as I told you before, I have to adapt the new game of karate, the new karate game that we have now. As you can see, every month karate is changing. Every year karate is totally different. So you must adapt the new game, and in your training you must put some things that are what referees want now.
If I say Tokyo 2020, what comes to your mind?
Listen, to be honest, when this thing started, I knew that it would be very difficult for me. Not because I was not a good sportsman, and there was one period that I was in the top ranking sportsman in all over the world. For example, 2014 I was #1 in the world ranking, and the only problem is that when you know a situation like the situation that I have in my country, you know that it will be very hard, because when you don't have support, when you don't have referees, we don't have even one referee in the competition, when you have some troubles and your federation doesn't support you, I think that it's almost impossible to do some things that other countries can do, because some other countries have everything solved. Imagine that in this kind of competition, I come by myself. I pay my own tickets, my own flights, my own, even my participation I pay by myself. You understand? So for me, this thing, day by day, month by month, is so hard, so stressful, so mentally take me so back. And I think that it's like I make 100 meters and I start 10 meters before than the others. You understand? Because some other people have everything solved. They have strong federation support them. Of course, I don't say that this is only the problem, but it's a small problem, because when you have to work to survive and you have to do other things to survive and pay your tickets and go from here to here, and I think it's tough. I think it's tough because you lose your focus.
If you have one memory from your career, what will it be?
I have a lot. I remember the times that I had gold medals. I remember the fights that was very spectacular for me, and people like it, and like kicks in the air, like stuff like this, and people like it very much. These things stay to my head a lot of times, and to tell you the truth, I miss these days. I miss those days. The only problem is now that with the new kind of karate, I think all the fighters will have to play with the same game. If you see, you can't see a fighter who play a different game than other fighter. Everybody have the same game, because the rules makes them to not be so creative. So I think this is a big problem for people and for young kids, because if this thing continue, new generation will not have idols anymore, because everybody will play the same game.
Les services.
Thank you so much. Merci beaucoup.